This video is entitled Black People Who Worship Obama. There's a huge segment of black people who worship Obama. Black people have got to get out of this mentality of deprivation. It's the mentality that comes about by being deprived of something. And when you finally get that something, that you worship it, you think it can do no wrong, you know, that kind of thing. That's how black people are when it comes to Obama. You can't tell black people anything negative about Obama. And some of them will get pissed off and want to argue and fuss, man, if you say anything considered bad about Obama. But the reality is, Obama has done nothing for black people. He uses his skin color like a chameleon uses its skin color. And all he does is give black people this symbolic. Everything he does for black people is symbolic, meaningless. Doesn't mean it's not tangible. Like he'll say something about I think it was Trayvon Martin, reminding him of his son. It could have been his son, but he doesn't do anything. You know, he doesn't do anything that's tangible, that's concrete, that you can feel, that you can actually point to and say, this is what he's done for us. But everything he does for homosexuals and gays, you can point to it and say, and it's very tangible. You can feel it. He passed the law where gay people can get married, and he got rid of the don't ask, don't tell policy. Everything he does for gays is very tangible. You can feel it, you can see it, you can point to it and say this is what he's done for us. But black people, you can't point to anything that he's done specifically for you. And then black people will say something like, well, he's the president of all people, not just black people. But he does things for like gay people that's specifically for them. But he doesn't do anything specifically for you. Yet you worship him more than anybody. Black people have got to become more politically active. We got to be more critical thinkers and not always think with emotion, man. We have to be more critical thinkers because everybody plays the same game with black people. I remember when Bill Clinton, he came on Arsenio and played the saxophone. He ate McDonald's. He went to a black church. He smoked weed back in the day. And black people look at him like, they started calling him the first black president. All politicians got to do is pat a black kid on the back, go to a black church, or do some shit like that, and they got black people in their back pocket. Everybody plays this game with black people because black people are not very critical in their thinking and their analysis. They'll all goddamn go to church with black people, sing black people, eat some black people food. But when they get in office, they don't do shit for you. Look at Bill Clinton. When he was in office, the first black president, more black guys have been locked up than under any other president. This is the price you pay when you think so petty and you have a mentality of being deprived, and you have this mentality of seeking validation from your enemies. We got to do better, man. We got to educate ourselves. I get into debates with black folks all the time. And you could be saying some shit that's, I mean, I could be saying some shit that's 100% true, and they'll argue tooth and nail against it. But a white man can come along and say the exact same thing I said, and the black people all of a sudden agree. This is the type of mentality that black people have. And they wonder why we can't get anywhere. And after all these years, and I'm only going to say about 30 or 40 years, because after slavery doesn't count, because black people were still basically slaves after slavery, Jim Crow, and after Reconstruction. They rolled back the carpet on that. The same thing that they're doing now. Just like they just put Obama, when they put Obama in office, everything started being rolled back. See, black people get so caught up in symbolic victories that don't mean shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can put 1,000 black presidents in office. But if they're not doing anything for black people, then what good are they? Having a black president like Obama is almost like having it's like having no food in the house, but you got an apple pie, but it's locked in a chest that you can't get to. You see what I'm saying? Black people, we got to do better. It's almost to the point to where I don't even really I don't debate with, like, and I don't say a lot of things that are true that will upset the status quo black people, because it can turn into something crazy. Because, you know, there's a saying that says not to argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who was who. It's true. And not only that, it's true. If in a room full of stupid people, the smart person, if he's debating with a stupid person, will be looked upon as the dummy. That's why I don't debate in real life anymore. I just put my views on YouTube.